Namaste programs, welcome back to the old disco. Fire in the Disco Elysium. Let's get back into it. Let's not dilly-dally. Shall we? What were we doing? We had to go meet some woman after 10 o'clock and give some dude a jacket. Yeah, it's after 10 o'clock. How do we get rid of fucking our partner, Kitsuragi? Okay, Idiot Doom Spiral wants his jacket back. Actually, let's have a quick look at the map. Yeah, alright, let's just go there. Let's just do that. We're now wearing a kimono, as you do. I mean, why wouldn't you? We're a detective. We're a police officer. A kimono is standard. You know, fair, surely. Put points into endurance. No. Alright, let's go. Happens after 10 o'clock. Are people not here? He's still here. Can I talk to her from down here? Does she have anything different to say at night?
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
No, fuck your mural. So, is Joyce here? Joyce also needs talking to. You know what? I don't... Look. We're after 10 o'clock. We've got till 2 o'clock to talk to this woman, so we can always come back to Joyce. We'll do that first. Let's not get sidetracked. Except for maybe giving what's-his-face his jacket. Where's the way out of here? It's this way. Is it not? Okay. Where you going, Kim? Kim, you're in my road, mate. There's me car. Crashed me mum's car. Where was everything then? Fish market was up here somewhere. Why has this got a note on it? Time to put the kids to sleep. Oh, right. Forgotten where these nerds are. Here? Oi, nerds, where are you? Not here. Church. You feel the shadow of a very large building fall on you. Okay. Of course. Now this must be the old fish markets. Is what I assumed. I'm not seeing anyone.
Put your hands where I can see them.
Fuck? The aging woman under a mountain of police paraphernalia mumbles to herself, then notices you and reaches for the megaphone.
Show me your hands. This is the pigs. Show me your hands. Right now! Show me your hands right now!
She screams into the megaphone. Scavenged battery-powered police lights protrude from her back. The flickering light show reveals a gun in her shaking hand. My gun. Interfacing. Her hand is trembling from some sort of neurodegenerative disease.
Madame, please drop the firearm immediately.
Wait, what should we do, Kim? Raise your hand. Easy, ma'am. Take it easy. If you want the pry bar, you're going to have to pry it from me. No, the tear is mine. I collected it. Easy, ma'am. Take it easy.
Comply. Suspect is displaying aggression. Officer under duress! Officer under duress! I am the police! Don't move! Don't move! Hands on your head! Suspect is armed and dangerous.
Ma'am, I need you to calm down. We just want to talk.
Lateral vascular neck restraint. Carotid sleeper. Carotid sleeper. Critically reducing blood from passing through the neck of the suspect.
Really?
Don't do anything that might set her up.
No shit, Kim. Composure. The situation looks bad. Calm yourself. Steady your breathing. Rhetoric. You'll have to go for the gun sooner or later. Perhaps you can learn crucial facts before you do. 42%. This is the pigs. Okay. We can solve this peacefully. Please lower the weapon. Officer in need of assistance. Her eyes dart between you and Kim. Suspect at large. Get on the ground. Ma'am, please. The lieutenant is trying to maintain eye contact. We want to help you, but you need to lower that weapon. Let's just talk, alright? Disturbance reported. Authorized deadly force. Sector, take the shot. Her head snaps at you. Big red key. Big red key. Encyclopedia. Big red key. That's code for the battering ram. Cop talk. You know this. We haven't learned anything. Please identify yourself, ma'am. It's the goddamn police shitbag, she yells into the megaphone. Hug the pavement, you're under arrest. Perception, sight. As she waves her hands, you notice familiar-looking ampules and packets sticking out of the mountain of police gear on her back. Medicine or drugs? Are you on drugs? Confiscated contraband, the megaphone makes her voice almost painfully metallic. Restricted access, 2 kilos missing, eyewitness report compromised. Kim, I don't think she's on drugs, the lieutenant whispers. Being off drugs might actually be the problem here. You're not the police, we're the police. Back up, she lowers the megaphone halfway, but immediately raises it again and screams, back up, status unconfirmed. Baby, you know who I am, everybody knows. Wink. Back up, there's nothing to back up, nowhere to back down, the terrible finale is on us. Me back up, more like a fuck up. I'm with the Rat Squad. Lieutenant W. Fredo, Harrier Dubois, 41st Precinct. This is my partner, Lieutenant Kitsuragi from the 57th. Let's try that one. No, the crazed woman mumbles, shaking her head. No, I thought Mr. Moran, Gareth. Suddenly she raises the megaphone and screams, aggravated assault, man down, officers in pursuit. Logic, there's a scenario unfolding in her head right now. It has nothing to do with what's happening here. Kim, what's the situation? The lieutenant hesitates, addressing the woman. Officer. Law enforcement compromised, she screams in the megaphone. Red and blue lights illuminate the spit flying everywhere, impersonating a police officer. Rhetoric, does she not believe you two are actually police officers? Wait, what if she's right? I am, and I actually am an imposter. We really are cops. Look, white rectangles. We really are cops. Look, my badge. Take out your badge and show it to her. Hey, you're the one impersonating it. Take out your badge. License and registration, repeatedly bashes the megaphone against her head, then screams in the bloody mouthpiece. License and registration, come in dispatch, sector azimuth. Rhetoric, it's not a code, just disjointed words. Still 42%, red check. This doesn't look good, what do I need? Hand-eye coordination. Let's deal with this later. We can't leave, a delirious civilian is pointing a firearm at us, your firearm, you need to solve this. This is not good. Alright, we have to do it. Oh, we made it somehow. Alright, this is how we do it. You hurl the tear bag in her face, already darting right, and immediately close the distance. Left hand grabs the barrel, right one breaks the wrist. Visual calculus. No, that won't be necessary. Look closer. The gun, all 3 barrels, red and blue light shining through. It's not loaded. Whisper, Kim, I'm almost certain there are no bullets in that gun. My God, it's not loaded! The gun isn't loaded! Ma'am, the weapon you're holding is mine, and I know it has no bullets. Go ahead, pull the trigger, I dare you. Let's whisper to Kim. Huh? The lieutenant studies the swaying firearm? My God, I think you're right. Ma'am, the weapon you're holding is mine, and I know it has no bullets. What? The woman looks at the weapon in disbelief, her eyes suddenly reddish with tears. She looks straight down the barrel and squeezes the trigger. Wait. A click, nothing happens. She looks at the useless weapon. This isn't police issue. Police weapons have bullets. This isn't real. What is this? The gun lands on... Dude. The gun lands on the wooden planks and tears run down her scratched cheeks. Police guns always have bullets. What is this? Why did you sell me this? Interfacing. Grab the gun right now. This might be your only chance. Pick up your gun. Give me the gun! No one ever cares anymore. Her voice is growing fainter as she rocks back and forth slowly. Why would they cheat me like this? Conceptualization. This limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is grinding to a halt. Tired of walking the desert, it doesn't want to feel or think anymore. Confront the pigs and get your gun back. Poor woman, the lieutenant holsters his pistol. We need to figure out what to do with her now. Nobody's ever around, the old woman mumbles, staring blank at the boardwalk. No one ever comes to visit me. I'm very sorry this is how life turned out for you. Gently touch her shoulder. What do you think is happening to her? I'm very sorry this is how life turned out. Her scratched skin is warm to the touch, but the person inside doesn't even know you're there. What do you think is happening to her? She's in stupor, the lieutenant replies, inspecting the catatonic woman standing in the dark. I've seen this before. God knows for how long. Could be days when they get like this. Why was she like this in the first place? Honestly, I don't know. Dementia probably. He lowers his voice. Dementia and Channel 8 and loneliness. Nod. Neurodegenerative. Nod. Neurodegenerative disease. Could be, agrees the lieutenant. Her hands were trembling and she did seem uncoordinated, but what are we going to do with her? Should we just arrest her? I don't think there's any need for that. In her current state and without the gun, she isn't really a threat to anyone. We could let Titus know this is a perfect problem for the local peacekeepers to handle. They might even know her family. Hello, Samson. How you going? Wait, I was really hoping I can give her one of those station call slips. Yeah, Titus sounds like the man for the job. I don't want to endorse the Hardy Boys' inflated sense of self-worth. They're not cops, we are. I think we can just leave her late. She'll be fine. Yeah, Titus sounds like the man for the job. Then we can ask him once more. Then we can ask him once we get back to the whirling. But we have to hurry because it's late and they might have already gone home. I see. But I think we're done here for now. Let's head out. This is done. The pigs. As you turn to leave, the faintest of voices comes from the woman. Please leave the radio on, she mutters. It seems like a reflex, a half-remembered sentence. Logic. Reflex to what? Being left alone? Interfacing. She stands motionless, just a heap of clothes and flashes now. Maybe if you search her once more. And can I search her once more? Got the gun back! A 3-shot revolving barrel Villiers-LaSalle pepper box typically assigned to officers of the RCM upon reaching the rank of sergeant. The butt of the gun is worn and the engraving on the side reads Sunrise Parabellum. This is your gun, no doubt about it. Sunrise Parabellum. Equip this when times are most dire. Boom. Ask Titus Hardy and his boys to take care of the pigs. It's their district, their mess, their responsibility. Got my gun back. Okay, I can't talk to Kuno until I give him something, and I need to get rid of Kim first. Maybe once we've done the nightclub. That's the nightclub as well. That's the next day. We can give Idiot Doom Spiral his jacket. Okay. The woman stands slumped. She looks catatonic under her mountain of Arcean paraphernalia. Sight. Is one of those things a police cap? There were narcotics in there too. You're thinking of taking them. Do. No, I'm not going to take her narcotics. That would be horrific. Shake her shoulder. The old woman doesn't react to your touch. Pick up the RCM cap. She doesn't even flinch as you reach out and disentangle the familiar-looking lieutenant's cap from her mountain of RCM paraphernalia. Oh, is that yours? Mine? No, it's ours, the RCM's. Lieutenant nods. It's your hat. Leave her be. I'm not stealing her narcotics. What do you take me for? Some kind of asshole? +1 authority or +1 encyclopedia? Authorities 3. Encyclopedia's 9. I don't think we need to be that high on. Let's put our hat on. My God, we're looking schmick now. We've got a kimono on. We've got our trash bag. We've got our red shoes. And now we've got this stupid looking hat. What more can you ask for in life? Quick save, maybe. Alright, let's try to figure out where... Oh, there's the tent there. So I'm here. In front of the church. Oh, it's round behind the church. Yes, I remember. There's a little walkway you can go through. Let's go give his jacket back and hope that's still not 2 o'clock. Oh, hello. Winter, slow to let go of Revershoal, flex some more wet snow from above. Look around you. The snow falls lazily, making the beach sand paler still, mixing with the rust-coloured sewage runoff. And to think, it seemed as though it was already spring. How does it feel? The melting snow seeps through your thin clothes. Grandmothers don't let their grandchildren outdress so lightly in this weather. At least your hair is protected from getting wet and sticking together. You look around. What's in the west? More winding coastline lined with abandoned buildings, crumbling piers, salt water lapping at their dark piles. Grey and red forgotten city blocks. What remains of the pre-revolutionary effort to gentrify the coast? And beyond that? The waters turn black, coal city in the shadow of St. Martin, a boom town, back when coal extracted from countless shafts near the city was needed to power Rover. No more, the coal was supplanted by petroleum from the ocean floor and hydropower from the Esperance. Everything crumbled. These days only the weakest remain in Coal City. Their hopes of getting rich linger in the defunct shafts under their feet. What is there? Below the old mines, l'ossuaire, I'm going to say that, l'ossuaire, I should be able to say this, it's French. L'ossuaire municipal de Revachol's underground cemetery. Les petits rats brave the underground passageways, trying to get to Le Royaume. Le petit rat. Children under 14, they go underground looking for artifacts to sell to foreign museums, and for fabled relics. Their parents let them. They go deeper. Deeper? After rubies, melchiorite, lapis lazuli plundered from Saphir and Seal during the time of the suzerain. In the burial chambers of the kings, grand old Philippe, Guillaume II, and even in the mausoleum of Philippe the Opulent. 2 kilometres underground in a winding shaft along whose walls mirrors have been placed so that daylight may eternally fall upon the richest of all kings. The mausoleum contains untold quantities of gold and that special purest of the pure magenta cocaine favoured by Revacholian royalty. Electrochemistry. Did someone say untold quantities of cocaine? Drop everything immediately and go looking for this hoard. Logic. How can it be pure if it's magenta? How can it be pure if it's magenta? Snow falls and there is no answer. Some things are not for mortals to know. Wipe the snow from your shoulder. A few petty rats return from the shafts and even fewer find what they are looking for. A small child steps out of a black tunnel with silver trinkets in her pockets. All around her white snow on the extinguished coke furnaces and on the weather-worn shacks where fathers beat their sons after drinking. The snow melts on your fingers, turning to water. What the F? What's in the east? The canal you cross to get here, and beyond it, Martinez proper, the districts the police forgot to police. There is laughter, lights, attempts at entrepreneurial activity, cynicism. Someone is scraping snow off their windshield, at the roundabout in the midst of which a statue of Philip III serves as a destination for grade school field trips and a fine perch for winter birds. Winter birds. That's all? Like all monuments, it's also a warning. 6-story ruins on the south side of the roundabout cast a long shadow over the profligate king. And further? A fenced-off yard. There is a truck belonging to a logistics company parked next to the gate. Bright light from a building behind the fence reflects off its hood. Conceptualization. Clean white light coming from the windows of a clean cube-shaped office building hidden amidst the ruins. A secret. Is this telling me stuff I need to know or what? I need some water. Give me some water. Water bottle. Thank you, water bottle. Okay, what's in the north? The abandoned church is walls covered with hoarfrost now. One of the Les Sept Sœurs, the other 6 sisters, were destroyed during the Revolution. And further north? A serpentine strip of land weaving its way into the Martinez Inlet. Unfortunates on the run from the law from themselves sometimes hide out on nearby islets. Little dots in the ocean that are occasionally submerged when the tide is high and the weather foul. And on the islets? The remains of a camp on a jagged piece of rock, a tent, old dishes and cutlery. Long since abandoned, a hermit crab scuttles along the debris looking for a new shell. Further out, the lights burn bright on Resurrection, way beyond Martinez, a popular spa destination for ample-bodied ozone kids with equally ample pockets. And on the other side of the inlet? Then there's ozone, but the snow falls too thick, you cannot see that far. Before the curtains are drawn. The Bay of Revachol, vastness, great depth, over 1,200 metres at its deepest. Water, air, brinier than here. It is crisscrossed by huge cargo ships bearing company logos, Wild Pine, Zam, Morian. Moon Samson. And at the farthest reaches of the Bay of Revachol, the shadow of Coalition warship Archer on perpetual patrol duty, ready to unleash artillery fire if you were to rise up against the market. You shudder. What's in the south? The raised motorway 881 with vehicles whooshing past one another day and night, while those who reside beneath the motorway attempt to carry on with their lives in the snow and the slush. And south of the 881 is the Pox. The Pox was once a park, a place for reflection and recuperation for the patients of the old military hospital. In the 20s it was used as a quarantine centre during a measles outbreak that killed many children. Most everyone has avoided the hospital and surrounding park ever since. Who else was talking about the Pox? Someone else was talking about the Pox, I don't remember. The Pox is completely wild now, evergreen thickets covered in snow and industrial dust, feral dogs and even wolves roaming in packs. The police try to keep the deepest corners cornered off, but still, heavy drug users do slip through and hole up in the whole military hospital, hoping to find something to get high on among the hastily abandoned supplies, or just to overdose in peace. Further south, a line of motor garages with armoured carapaces hunch in the cold. A mechanic is hard at work patching up bullet holes in the side of a Cupri 40. These are the garages of Precinct 41. Snow settles on the roof of the repurposed silk mill that serves as your station. Shivering RCM personnel hurry in and out of the main entrance. Around you, the snow continues to fall. To the west, the ocean swells. No, it was home. I want more. The stairs descend to central Jamrock. A man named Kuklov has a snow-covered stalls lair in the market across the bridge. He sells kebab infested with fly larvae to your colleagues who believe eating it will make them immune to food poisoning. That's not how that works. Snow falls on the utility district, the library, the florist, the Samarizian restaurant that offers homemade wine, and also on the brothels and drug dens and the chop shops of the Zemliaki. All of this built around a lake that formed in a meteor strike. At the centre of this lake there is a little ship. There are lights at the bottom of its hull. They are lights directed towards the seafloor, looking for something like whiskers. For what? A chill comes over you, crawling down your back. The sand under your feet is wet. Somewhere in the south, tarpaulin flap in the wind. What's above? More coalition aerostatics. Occasionally lights flash as they manoeuvre through the falling snow. One large airship carries crates in its belly. And what's below me? Layer upon layer of sand poisoned with... I don't know why my accent changed there. Layer upon layer of sand poisoned with industrial runoff. The dome drainage, hidden bunkers, rat scuttle. Tell me a secret of the sands, wind. Someone stuffed a big old polar anorak into a concrete pipe under the boardwalk. It would keep you warm. You will probably never happen across it, but who knows? Someone stuffed a big old polar anorak into a concrete pipe under the boardwalk. You will never happen across it. Dump your feet for warmth, brushing off the snow. We should keep moving. Who knows when this snow will let up. Okay, that was weird. The boardwalk's here. Could I go... it was under the boardwalk, though. I want that anorak. Okay. Alright, game. Where are you? Why can't I come this way? There we go. Where is there a pipe under the boardwalk? I don't really have that much time. I'm wasting it looking for something that I dreamt about. Yeah, there's no stinking pipes. Yeah, I'd like to, Samson. The problem is, while I can do some accents, they're not very good, and I wouldn't be able to remember which accents I've done, so I am just reading it out without doing different camera, what's the word I'm looking for? Different voices for each character. But yeah, I would like to get better at that. The whole point of it is, yeah, I want to practice my reading. I used to do a lot of... Well, I used to be in a writing group, and I used to be the one to read out everyone's writing, because at least I would... Most people read things like it's this. I at least got taught when I was a kid how to read with at least a little bit of... What's this? 'Cause I don't know what that is. 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 'Cause I've already looked at all of that. Okay, so I don't know what that must have just been a bit of, I don't know where this anorak is. I'll see what I can do, Samson. I think it will get very cringy very quickly if I start trying to do accents. Or voices, really. I need to go past the church. Here we are. Okay. What was his name? Idiot something or other? I have your jacket, possibly. It's this dude, right?
So,
No.
how are things going?
Wrong one. 8%. Yeah, no. Was this guy? No, he's Egghead. Wait a minute. What am I...
Incremental progress! Yeah!
That's not me doing. That's the actual game has voices sometimes.
Offside man. Did I mention getting us into the church would help?
I saw a sticker on the padlock. Can you tell me anything about it? A sticker? You mean the yellow one? Can you describe it to me? Conceptualization. Interesting. He wants you to describe it, though he already knows what it looks like. Why describe it if you already know what I mean? I mean this one. Show it. I mean this one. Oh wow, right. You're on your cop ledger. You like it? Yeah, it's cool. It is cool, but it's also more than that. Much more. Composure. Noid is a bit disappointed. It's just cool. What's it supposed to be? A dead guy smiling. And what does it mean? Why is the dead guy smiling? He defeated history. We are living in the age of history, and in the eyes of history, we are always already dead. How can we ever smile then? Because history is a lie, and so are its deaths. The present moment and life are the hardcore. The hardcore expels death. He thinks, well, maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's just really ecstatic about the beats. Electrochemistry. Or drugged out of his mind, come to think of it. He could also be drugged out of his mind. Or drunk, or in a clinical coma, or glad to be dead, but those versions suck. What makes the sticker so modern? Simplicity was brought to us by classical soloist, modernism. And that was a tasteful, harmonious simplicity, right? Well, hardcore is not tasteful or outwardly harmonious. It's a warning shot. This will be dangerous. The echo of man's loss haunting him. The sticker, the clothes, the music, same thing. Seems awesome. Nod. It is. I think we've exhausted the subject for now. I guess one could write an entire treatise on the thing, but what for? What about now? Are the signs all right now? Nah, still strongly out of sync. Stage gamma disalignment. What? He examines the small metal bolt in his hand. You heard me. Okay. Who the fuck was idiot Doom Spiral? I thought one of these three were idiot Doom Spiral. No, it was the drunks. It was the alcoholos, the homeless dudes. Okay, okay. We've still got time. We've still got time. We can actually duck down this way because I opened that up. The drunks are here. And I is here. Okay, alright. Got a bit to go. Come on, Kim. Don't lag behind. Is this the way through? I think it is. That means the drunks should be here somewhere, question mark? No, I'm in the town now. I need to, okay, I just still need to keep going south here. There they are. That's idiot Doom Spiral. Yeah, it's an old school, it came out in 2019, I think, but it is definitely old school, late 80s, early 90s kind of click text adventure, but with just so much more text. Tequila Sunset, he nods in appreciation. I found your jacket. Ah, Tequila, I knew you'd come through. That's fucking great, man. Give him the jacket. Let me see, what's this? This isn't my jacket. My jacket was beautiful. This is fucking filthy. What am I supposed to do with this? I'm sorry, I found it like this. I'm not taking a disgusting pile of hobo rags. I may be in an irrecoverably decaying orbit, but I've still got standards. He hands it to you. Either bring it back the way it was before, or find a dumpster to burn it in. Kim, the lieutenant inspects the jacket in your hands. You know, despite the guano, it looks like the jacket itself is stain resistant. It may just need a good scrubbing. Do I want to hear more stories from this guy? No, I think we need to get back to the whirling and try and talk to... So, wash the dirty jacket and talk to Titus Hardy before they go to sleep. So, what's the way out of here? Back through the town. Okay. Let's go. Good idea, autosave. Good idea. Come on. Come on, gentlemen. Let's go. Have I gone the wrong way? Possibly not. No, we're good. This way. And we're nearly back. Here we go. Back at the whirling. Let's hope Titus and boys are still awake. And tell them to go take care of the pigs. Because she needs it. No, they're gone. Fuck me. Okay, anyone else I can talk to right now in here? Alright, now we need to make some decisions about what to do. We need to...
Was there something you needed?
I saw another thing. There's a mysterious blue steel door. He doesn't care. Yeah, I've done that before. Alright, well, I need to waste time until 2 o'clock somehow. Don't actually... How do I move on time? I don't think there is a way, but I don't think I can do it if Kim's around. I think I failed this, right? Or I needed some more... This feels right. You belong here. %. No. I need to put more into drama before I do this. It's too risky, 42%. I want to sing karaoke. Wait, there was one thing I can do. Find smoke. I don't want to smoke. I'm anti-smoking, but yeah, it's telling me to do it as part of a quest, so I guess I'm going to have to see what that's all about. Why was one of them? I don't know. Wait. I thought I bought cigarettes. Fuel canister. Brush. Where's all this crap? Alcohol. Here we go. It's a tool, apparently. 1 health, -1 health, +1 intellect. Oh, I've got 4 anyway, so how do I... Here it is, a brave little army in your pocket, the first smokes platoon. 20 brave souls standing in salute, ready to step into the fire for you, sir. Yeah. Oh, it's a beautiful game. Absolutely beautiful. And it's kind of, you know, if you look close, it is actually 3D for the characters and things. But, yeah, beautiful game. And just batshit crazy. It's just batshit crazy. You picked the best one. This soldier is fat and succulent. What are you waiting for? Light up. Re-become yourself. How can I avoid this? Alright, I'm lighting it up. Get a load of this rock and roll cop here, people. Johnny Thundercop fishes a cheap lighter out of his pants. With a flick of the thumb, there's fire, a primal satisfaction. Here we go. Sight. The lighter's dark green disposable plastic. Safety's off. In your case, the safety is always off. What are the repercussions if I do this? Repercussions, there's a high risk of glory with a mild chance of cool genius. Smoking makes you into an intellectual. Everybody knows that. Logic. It will help you concentrate a bit. That much is true. Alright, dip that bad boy in the flame and breathe in. I've got to be careful. Yeah, it has killed my health. Let's get my health back up. Thick, warm smoke gets sucked down into your lungs. Immediately, you feel a warm nostalgia fill your head, body, and soul. A nostalgia for yourself, the man you were in your youth. Johnny Thundercop is back, and he's chill as balls. Okay, well, that gave me some XP. In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's a smokes button. Click it to gain +1 to intellect, skills, logic, rhetoric, conceptualization, visual calculus, encyclopedia, drama. This is good before a white check, but damages your health. Right. So it's just if I wanted to do it on a white check. Let's get our crowbar in case there's things to be open. And now we really need to ponder what we can do. I don't think I can... I can't do Cuno while Kim's around. I can do that. Wait, I can't do that because it's closed at night. So we can go talk to Joyce. It's not really going to waste 2 hours, is it? I still don't know how the time works. I think it works with how many conversations you have. I don't think it just ticks over by itself. I could be wrong. This is definitely closed, right? Yeah. Not good. Not good, bruh. Alright, Joyce is up here somewhere, I think. Where you at, Joyce? Okay, let's chat. I have a badge now.
Good. What can I help you with?
Tell me more about the strike at the harbour? No, wait, what? Ask Joyce about the lynching. There is something she wants to tell you. You just have to present her with your badge to hear it. You need to know what she knows. Change the topic. None of these say anything about the lynching. Well, let's just, not even asking you anything, it's just so easy to just say, Mr. Elvert, help me find my gun. Stupendous, she nods, more than a bit surprised. I didn't think he'd pull through. Check it out, pull out your gun. That's beautiful. She inspects it. Composure, keeping her calm, perfect posture. Her eyes move across the muzzle keenly. A Villiers 9mm, front-loaded, 2 or 3 barreled. 3. It was not easy to get this gun back, I'll tell you that. She nodded. Villiers and Lasalle was one of the original 14 Indo tribes of Revachol, did you know? Artillery and ballistics. Before the revolution, of course. They belong to some Gottwalders now. Rhetoric. She phrases it as if it's a pity. She also phrases it as a transition out of you waving your gun around. Well, bit of XP at least. What else? It helps to sometimes hold inventory of the things you've achieved, you know. A smile clears the soul. Okay. Boat, done all of that. Wild Pines, fair enough, tell me something else. Strike at the harbour. Scabs at the gates. Missing badge, oh. This is what we're talking about. How do I negotiate? You'll never guess what I found. My badge. Did you? Wonderful. She inspects the piece of blue plastic, the faded green pearls of her eyes scanning left to right. Quickly, methodically, like an electric printing machine. Logic, she's memorizing your badge number. She hands it back to you. It is a relief to see a double your freighter here. The situation is precarious to say the least. It needs a quick solution and we have a bloodbath on our hands. You said contain the situation. Yes, I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Revachol West. Since you're sharing, ma'am, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario. Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be. Tell me again, how are the lynching and the strike connected? I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail. A momentary lapse of faith. They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer. Every worker... A member of the board, she nods. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric or a joke. They did not appreciate the humour. Did you need a security detail? Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the union into surrendering. Who are they exactly? Krenel, an RNG's military company. As far as I know, these arrived in Martinez. They reported to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating. They wear ceramic armour, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, so no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment. So what happened? The story is, one of them, the colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant union members to subdue him. He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night. What then? Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbour. I've not been able to discuss the matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Krenel contractors carry out their orders for now. For now? It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow. What is the nature of this so-called investigation? Whether to execute one, some, or all of the union militants. Conceptualization. Investigation upon investigation here in Martinez racing towards some dark deadline. I have to say, this is not disco. It is very far from disco. A wave crashes against the side of a boat. My only hope is that you provide a single concrete suspect before the mercenaries indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put, she grabs hold of the mainsail. If you don't pin this on someone good and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This, in turn, will force the union to respond. Authority. They would have to project strength and power. Kim. The debardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1. Have you seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? She leans back. It's not pretty. Encyclopedia. The Seray's giant hornet, the world's second largest insect, can kill 40 honeybees a minute, while a group of 30 can decimate an entire hive of 20,000 bees in less than 4 hours. These men work in tandem using semi and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most union workers don't have guns at all. Hand-eye coordination. The muzzle loaders needed to be reloaded after every 1, 2, or in your case 3 shots. The automatics every 1 or 2 minutes. She is silent for a moment, then concludes, as I said, a bloodbath. See, Kim, this is the great bloodletting I've been telling you about. I can't see it happen. Too many things would have to go wrong first. Isn't this a pretty bleak scenario describing? I think the confrontation is inevitable. See, Kim, this is the great bloodletting I've been telling you about. It appears you have found it, yes, and I'm not happy for you. I can't see it happen. Too many things would have to go wrong first. Isn't this a pretty bleak scenario you're describing? Many bleak scenarios have already come true. She looks at you, eyes damp from the wind. Lieutenant Double Yefreto Dubois. All we can do is keep the rest from going the same way. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation. Right, okay. Should be moving on. Okay, what can you tell me about Krenel? Not much. Their public resume is relatively good as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell. They boast a long list of clients: St. Baptiste, Welshman, Lawrence, Endracht. A warning sign, however, the operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries, guarding facilities, escort missions and such. Meaning they're used to operating in war zones. That was terrible. I'd need to hear his voice again. He's got a sort of Asian French accent, but yeah, I can't do it. Yes, all the good conflict corridors, Supramundi, Yisut, the Seminoles Islands, countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil. Okay, anything else you've got on them? Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources. She thinks. If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though, she thinks. Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP, ma'am? In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I would be dealing with a group like Krenel. Could you contact the company, tell them to call them off? I have, and they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us. Drama. She's being truthful. She is pressing them as hard as she can. You said the deceased assaulted a woman. Or he didn't. She tilts her head. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it. Who did the passing on then? The remaining contractors, their tribunal. It's what they believe. What did these teenagers by the canal say? That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez. The lieutenant consults his notebook, his eyebrows knitted in concentration. Odd. We haven't heard any reports about an assault in connection with the lynching. Where did it take place and when? Last Sunday night at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly the colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometimes later a group of dock workers got their hands on him. And who was this woman? That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumour about a rumour. In any case, it's what the colonel's remaining colleagues believe. So, probably Sylvie. This colonel, the one who was hanged, did you know him? If you mean did I see him alive, yes, but I did not know him. His name was? Laley. His service name. A nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad Simon if there ever was one. Tell me about the others first. One is a man, Corty they call him, a nickname as well. The other a woman, Phyllis de Paul. Corty is the gunner, I believe. De Paul is a radio operator. The lieutenant cuts in. What would you say is eye colour, the deceased's? She closes her eyes, trying to picture the man's face, then shakes her head. I can't remember. There's a pang of regret to her voice. Logic. The lieutenant was testing her, asking if a small detail first to see if she knew him better than she let on. She passed. That's all right, ma'am. Anything else? Nationality? What would you say was his age? He was 40 or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age or gauge his facial expressions. Indeed. This matches the dental reconstruction we saw on the body, he says to you, then turns back to Joyce. What else? Nationality? Accent? He was Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent. Oranges or Messenian maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it, through the injury, she nods. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once. Where are the remaining two mercs now? They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. She puts her foot on the guard wire for balance. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes, ghetto scavengers. It will not be a fruitful meeting. Authority. Vigilantes? You're a professional officer of the only legitimate authority in Revachol. Alright. Vigilantes? Somehow I doubt that lecturing them on their legitimate use of force will persuade them to stand down. We still need to know where they are. You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved. 97%! +1 sent by the Pines. +1 scab leader murdered bad reply. +1 clothes didn't fit right. +2 scab leader bad acting. Where are these mercenaries? If I fail this one, oh good. 97%, come on. Logic. One is obviously the scab leader at the harbour gates, the one chanting the idiotic slogans. He's barely maintaining his disguise. One must be the goon in ill-fitting work clothes by the harbour gates, the scab leader. That may be so, she is poised and unperturbed. I still hope you heed my advice. There's no need to kick the hornet's nest. For all your talk of averting this catastrophe, the situation at the gates is a powder keg. Does this not bother you? Of course it bothers me, Lieutenant, but my hands are tied. How would my employer react if it appeared I were intervening on behalf of the Union? Your concern may be appearances, ours is keeping the peace. I had another question for you. I hope I can answer it better. How much time do we have? Until the executions start? Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob and their impatience. They don't report to their progress to you? Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative. There is a brief silence. Seagulls squawk over the bay. It's a matter of days, not weeks. That's enough for now. I'm sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there's anything else I can help you with, please ask. Now can you tell me about these tattoos? Of course. Excuse my hesitation before. She reaches over the guard wire and takes the photo and holds it in her hand for about half a minute in silence. It was taken with a Trigat not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his hands or legs. Stay quiet. Observe the woman's expression. Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface. What do you think? Sorry, she breaks her concentration. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points, the stars. She points to one on the photo paper. I can't, but that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent. Like blooms in a pattern? Close, she nods. Port cities. This is an Orangey's map of the waterways, a sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the DeLorean century over 300 years ago. The sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels. What's the use of this map? The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad. This is a sort of contraption, to be reeled back in by the silver cord, they would call it. What travels did the dead man make? Quite a few. Redefort, the Orangey's capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. She points to it on the photo. He started somewhere near here, I think. What next? Then he made his way to Preto Grande, where, though, through what I think must be Stadskanal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Preto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, from the Seminoles Islands, then this. He points to his heart. What is that? Revachol, she says. Those are the two constants, Redefort on the shoulder and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde at the dawn of the intersolary age. Conceptualization, the old world passing by and the new world already here. You said you can read it. You can't read it. I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning. Encyclopedia. Redefort. Redefort has a military academy. The Seminoles Islands saw a recent conflict. In Revachol, he was executed. Maybe it's a record of his military career? That makes sense to me. We have no more use for a map of the waterways, just like we don't need sailors the way we used to. This is what the custom would morph into on the Occident. Mercenary tattoos. Conceptualization. For all the boys looking for adventure, a blood splatter on the seas. Who could tell me more? His platoon members? The other contractors? Though I do not suggest you go and show them that picture. This man was their friend and comrade. Encyclopedia. Surely there are other people to ask about the tattoo. This is not necessary to complete the task, officer. It's a dangerous side task. Search elsewhere. You're right, not a good idea. Leave it off the schedule, or I need the information. Mark it down as ask mercs about tattoos. Well, might as well. I'll try to remember that this is dangerous. Do what you have to do, Detective Dubois. I don't think deciphering that tattoo should come before public security, but if you should wade into the mob to find out, I couldn't stop you. We'll be careful, ma'am. That's all for the tattoos. Thank you for your help. She hands you back the photo. Is there anything else I can help you with? Thank you. That's all for now. Boom. Right. Perhaps another mercenary can tell you more about the hangman's tattoos, the so-called scab leader. It won't count as one of the people informing you about the tattoos, but could be interesting. Ask another about the tattoo's possible meaning. What time have we ended up being? We've after midnight, but still not 2 o'clock. Running out of people to talk to. Hang on, what are we up to here? That's still going, so we'll just... Let's go to our map. Anything that's... So perception needs to go up. I want drama to go up for the karaoke. Was it drama for the karaoke I needed? Go have a look. Let's go have a look. I'm sure we can talk to Garter now and Sylvie as well, although it might be a bit late. Sylvie was almost certainly the woman who was assaulted. Allegedly. So let's go back to the whirling. See if we can tick off a bit more until we're 2 o'clock. See if Gato wants to have a chat. Okay, first we look at the El Karaoke. Drama. It is drama. Alright, let's level up drama. For the hell of it. That gets me to 72%. So that was from 58 to 72. That's 14. So each level is going to give me 14. So the next one would be 86. And then, so yeah, I think given it's a red check and it feels like it's really important to be able to do karaoke. I don't know why, but I want to be able to get through this one. So can I do this? No, that does. You can't cancel being too close to the mic. All right, fair enough. Gata, was it Sylvie who was assaulted?
Hey, was there something you needed?
Okay, so that hasn't helped anything. It's helped precisely nothing. Did these guys leave anything behind? No. They haven't. Alright, before we go any further, it's been an hour. That means it's time to get up and walk around and take a quick break. I'll be right back. See you soon. Alright, let's see if Sylvie wants to talk to us in the middle of the fucking night. I'm guessing not. She didn't want to talk to us during the day either, so... Yeah. Pick up the radio. Please connect me to Sylvie again. Just a second, officer. ... Sylvie Malaika on the line for your officer. Yes, hello. You recognise her voice? Hey, Sylvie, it's the police again. Oh, great. She doesn't sound thrilled. What else do you need, detective? Oh. Do you know how my paperwork ended up in the trash container behind the whirling? Well, there's an uncomfortable pause. You tried to jam it down the toilet, sir, clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it out in the trash, thinking you didn't need it. I'm sorry about that. She doesn't sound like she's actually that sorry. Anything else, detective? Are you the person who was attacked? You hear the call breaking up on the other end of the radio, and then the already familiar voice. Anything else I can help you with, officer? Okay. So we have learnt nothing there. How do I get rid of Kim? Go to bed, Kim.
Yes.
You seem to be following me. What if I want to work this case alone? Detective, if I may be frank, you seem to be in a deranged state. You have trouble remembering things. You've misplaced your badge. No, I've got my badge back. I cannot let you act in the name of the RCM without supervision until you've regained control of your faculties. But what if I need some me time? Some you time, the lieutenant considered this moment. This is a police investigation, not a journey of self-discovery. You still have your evenings to yourself. Okay, I'll leave the self-care for non-work hours. Please do, he says. We wouldn't want your regimen to spill over into the investigation. Lieutenant is pretty sure self-care is just a euphemism for nihilistic binge drinking. Is it not? Yeah, fair enough, that's true. Well, shit. Can I give cigarettes at least to fucking Kuno here? Is Kuno even here? Couldn't give him narcotics with Kim.
Have you come to make an offering to Kuno?
Let's rip some tar, Kuno. Hold out the pack of cigarettes. Put it away, the lieutenant crosses his arm. The information here isn't worth it. Back off, fuck Ives. Kuno is a man. He puffs up his shirt. Kuno can smoke if he wants. See, Kim? Kuno's a big boy. Man! The screech from the red-haired goblin missed nearly definitely. Okay, man. Kuno's a man and men smoke. You want this? Shake the pack of cigarettes at the boy. Oh, okay. I could do it with Kim. Okay, Porkson. He snatches from his... Tar keeps Kuno sharp. Helps Kuno think. Kuno likes that brain boost shit. We're cool now, but don't be pulling this shit on Kuno. Kuno's gonna have to beat the shit out of you again. Historical revisionism has taken place. Did I buy his pants? +1 savoir-faire, +1 physical instrument. Fuck it. Don't know if I can afford it, but we're doing it. We've got a peep of cash. Kuno unzips his jacket again and pulls the pants out of the plastic wrapping. Here, pig, we found now. Performance buddies. Kuno can already see you soaring through the air like a fucking eagle. He looks at you with pride. Pig's in Kuno's debt now. Money debt. Money debt doesn't mean anything. He's just saying words. You're not in his debt. You wouldn't happen to know anything about any missing locusts? No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs. So he knows locusts are bugs. Oh my god, little one seems distraught. I told you that shit is lame. Shut up, see. Now they're going to take you to lame prison. What's this about? Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up. Kuno's not going to say anything without his lawyer present. There's definitely something going on here. Remember his pig's head shack? You could check it out. Okay, maybe. Okay, I'm off. Kuno doesn't fucking care. So, what have I got on pants? It's basically a +0, so let's get some tracky dacks going on. Look at that. We've got stupid hat. We're wearing a armored shirt. We've got armored gloves. We've got a kimono over the armored shirt. We've got tracksuit pants and Mesk banger red brogue shoes. We could not possibly look any better. It would be impossible. Okay, local kids might know. There's no other local kids. Let's go look at his shack. Still not 2 o'clock. God, how do we get rid... Well, actually, I don't need to get rid of Kim now. We managed to talk to him anyway. Aha. Are they locusts? It's crawling with locusts in here. Hearing all around you the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into molds of mud dotted with little holes for windows. Continue. Conceptualization. Like skyscrapers, spires of dirt and sand rising. Accommodations for all the insectoid inhabitants. Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case. The lieutenant looks around, writes something in his notebook, and turns to you. Of the locusts. For the mini locust case, which is a subcase of the imaginary insect case, so though at least that's going well. Yes, precisely what I was thinking. Yes, he nods. I feel we are nearing a real breakthrough. You think the Insulindian Phasmid is nearby? If anything, the president of the Locust points to the opposite. The Phasmid did not take the bait from the traps, it was Kuno. The Phasmid doesn't exist. He shrugs. But what do I know? Use your powers of deduction. You knew the magic bug was nowhere near here. The Phasmid is impairing your judgment. We should talk to Kuno about this, get him to stop. I'll let you handle the Kuno side of things. You're doing just fine. Confront Kuno. Again, I was just at Kuno. Yo, bratface.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
I know you took the locusts from the traps the cryptozoologist set up. Yeah, he says slowly, meeting your gaze with sullen defiance. Kuno took the bugs, so what? You say you don't give a fuck about bugs, then you go and build a whole bug town. It's not bug town, it's city of locusts, he says, enunciating every syllable. Locusts aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like a fucking shadow. Shit to sands. Stop, she wails from behind the fence, then buries her face in her hands. You stop, it's like they're fucking night. Locust City, Night City, City of Rage. Conceptualization. There's a tug of war over the name of his fantastical city. It's almost too big for his imagination. The girl forces herself to watch again, the corner of her eyes twitching from discomfort. City of Rage sounds like a cool place. What are you, some kind of artist now? Whatever, kids, I just wanted to ask. City of Rage sounds like a cool place. Kuno, the pigs want to help you, she moans. That's how lame it is. Please just don't say you're an artist. He pulls his chest out. Maybe I am an artist. You hear that, everyone? I'm a fucking artist now. Rhetoric. Did he just say I? Kuno usually calls Kuno Kuno. Hold on. Did I hear you right? You said I. Nod. Making art is a worthy calling. I'm something of an artist myself. You should listen to your friend Kuno. Art's lame as hell. Hold on. Did I hear you right? You said I. Kuno made Kuno. Kuno says whatever the fuck he wants. There are no rules here, pig. He steps closer. I fucking say I when I wanna, and Kuno when I wanna. Kuno's free. Kuno's free to fucking die, bitch. This is what he sometimes does when things get tense. You know, making art's a worthy calling. I'm something of an artist myself. Oh my god, Kuno. He's gonna make you totally lame in like 3 seconds. Don't let him, Kuno. Yo, fuck you, see. Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free. He tears at the buttons of his shirt, trying to rip them open. They don't give way. Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a beep. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'd have to take me away. A leaden silence fills the yard. Hearing. In it you hear snow melting, dripping from the eaves, someone closing a window. Me and Kuno have discussed this. I promised I won't do that. I don't believe you. She disappears entirely behind the fence. For once the boy is lost for words. He's turned completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face. Use this momentary confusion to take control of the situation. You got him. Now convince him to leave the cryptozoologist traps alone. I need you to stop taking locusts from the traps. The cryptozoologists are trying to find something very important. These locusts are bait. I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now. He turns towards the fence. C was right. The girl's face appears again above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno. Conceptualization. She doesn't know whether to be glad because Kuno's finally convinced of the lameness, or more worried because of his continued use of the first person singular. Kuno is Kuno, not I. I have to ask, what does the city of locusts mean? It don't mean anything, it's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit, build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck, he turns his face up to the heavens. Pig, he says finally, lowering his gaze to meet yours. You really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's so fucking lame. What's gonna happen to the locust? Nod towards the shack. Kuno's gonna let the fucking locust die. Okay, now that's settled. I'd better be off. The fuck are they trying to catch anyway, he asked before you leave. With the traps. The Insulindian Phasmid. Huh? He mutters to himself. He recognizes the name. Wait, you know what the Insulindian phasmid is? Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit, he says angrily. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit. Okay. Okay. Report your findings to the cryptozoologist? Well, I can't do that because they're in bed. So are Hardy and the pigs. All these guys need the nightclub, which I don't know. I need to call that in the car tomorrow. I don't know how I wash the dirty jacket. There'd been water somewhere. Someone cleaning anything? The fuel order. That needs to be done during the day as well. So I'm going to go back to my shack that I've rented or been given or whatever it was, so that I don't have to spend 20 bucks to stay at the Whirling. Where am I going? The wrong way. This way. Back to the shack. Where are you? You know, you... Kim, you're staying at the Whirling. I'm going to bed. You can fuck off, mate. Why am I stuck? What? Oh. Oh, that's just one of the traps. We've done all the traps. We've done nothing else to do with the traps, it says, so okay, fine. There was a park bench over here somewhere. What's this? How have I missed this? 10 cents! Did I can look in here? I think I did. I'll buy a book. That's how we pass the time. Yeah, I've been in here. Do I have a book? And I don't need to pass the time now, but just out of curiosity, do I have a book? Map. I've already done this, haven't I? Don't have a book. I'll need to buy a book at some point. Seems like something I might need to do. Okay, good. Good to know. Alright, into the town, whatever you want to call this. Kim, I will see you in the morning. It's getting cold this late in the night, time to call it a day. Good night, Kim, send him away for the night. Good night, officer, we'll meet in front of the shack in the morning. Enter the shack. Oh, so I could duck out now. That's how I get rid of him. Let's test that science. Let's do a save first. It's been a while. Let's test the science. Can we just leave now and be free of Kim? Yep, that's how it works. How it works. What's this? On the table you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it a small hand inside a straight razor soaks inside the wash basin. Is shaving the right call? The water reflects back a vague image of your face, nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic. Composure. A fresh start looms ahead. Clean yourself up and be born anew. Time to shave, get these mutton chops off. 72%. Fuck it, why not? Yay, failed a 72. Your hand trembles as you scratch at your cheek. Oh no, that's not how a grown man shaves. Leave it for now. Thank God I would have cut your throat. Alright, well, there you go. Failure. How's the getting rid of the expression looking at? 17%. Let's sleep then. The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest. Go to sleep. Alright, Well, across the room, the heating system hums its soft lullaby. The mattress feels soft and sheets warm. It only takes you moments for the world to fall away. Ellipsis. Ancient reptilian brain.
A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner and every street.
Recorded in you forever on Faraday.
Spinning in eternity, spinning on empty, spinning, spinning. Tell me, am I dreaming? Spinning in eternity.
On and on it goes, for untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Rising, rising, above the dark curvature, the great wingspan of sleep. Studded with stars.
Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time, the last time, the smoke in her mouth, the potted flowers, the faces turning, changing.
What is it?
It's the world, Harry boy. And you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now. You can never forget this shit.
The colours, the voices, the rain, the snow, I don't want to, it's beautiful. The endless visions, erase them. The rain, the snow, I don't want to, it's beautiful.
Beautiful. It's stuck on loop, whirling, spitting out words and images.
You're the son of the world again. Harrister, a ceaseless agent, picking up litter and old newspapers, collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless keepsakes.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
That's right, I am an agent of the world. But what if I want to be the agent of nothing? But what if I want to be the agent of nothing?
It's too late. You're not made of nothing anymore. You're something now, Harry. I tried to drown you in the black water, but you re-emerged, kicking and screaming, running. And for what?
And for what?
Solving your little crossword puzzle. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off your lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth.
Why?
For only love can break your heart.
Feel the pillow under your cheek.
Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
Hello, Natalie. How are you doing? You feeling better? I hope so. I wouldn't say I'm feeling better, but I thought I'd stream anyway, just to get through it, you know? Do it for the wind. Do it for the picture puzzle. Put it all together. Solve the world, one conversation at a time. Open your eyes. Am I sitting on nothing? What is going on here? Thought complete. Cop of the apocalypse. It's not fire, it's not ash. There will most certainly be a sea of corpses leading up to the event, but it won't be war or pestilence that causes it. Oh no. The event will belong to a genre of cataclysm no man has dared to suspect would ever come to pass. You can only sense the shape of it, like a cavity, a pit opening up in your stomach, a throat into which the world will vanish. The streets, the grass, the stars, all will be rolled back. By whom, by what, and how? You don't know. All you know is you're not joking around. Learning cap is up for Inland Empire to 6 and Shivers. Okay. Thanks, Natalie. That's fine, you know, and I'm glad you're feeling a bit better. That's good to... These things come and go, Natalie. As you know, I'm in my 40s. I have, you know, had depression and anxiety since my teens, perhaps even earlier than that. I'm pretty good at dealing with it. It's, yeah, yesterday was... I just didn't stream because I didn't feel like it, but today, you know, got to get it done. Want to do it every day if possible, so... I mean, it's only like 2 hours generally, maybe 3. What's stopping me? Right, so has anything moved on? I can probably do that. Don't know how I wash the jacket. I always seem to be perpetually stuck in this game, even though I'm constantly moving things on. It's a strange one. It's a strange... Kim, what are you staring at the wall for, brah? Good morning. Alright, okay. Let's go back to the whirling and see if we can talk to the... Oh, she's a washerwoman.
What can I help you with?
I found this jacket, but it's filthy. Could you wash it for me? I can wash it for you, she says after looking the jacket over, but it's going to take about half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long? I could use a breather before another runny day begins. Yeah, I'll wait. Nice. Well, hand it over then and I'll see what I can do. Must say I'm proud of this one, she nods, handing the jacket back to you. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you take better care of it than its last owner. Wow, that was easier than I thought it was going to be. Wow, it's a +1. What have I got on at the moment? It's a jacket. I've got this kimono, which is +2. Let's go give him the jacket then. I don't need it. Where is he? He's here. Idiot doom spiral. They're not there! Oh no! Where are they? They're gone. Do they not show up until later in the day or something? Thank you, Nat. There's absolutely nothing you need to do for me, Nat, but I appreciate it anyway. Do not look comforting. We consider weapon solved murder. Let's go. Oh, that's right. With the bit, if you ever need to pass time when Lieutenant... I thought there was something to do with him being gone, that I could use the bench. Alright, let's go back to the whirling, see if we can talk to the zoologist. There was... I need to talk to the Titus Hardy. Me wearing my kimono right now. This is hilarious. Alright. Oh, okay. Now we've got fucking shit going on here. Who are these nerds?
That's one brutal motor carriage.
That's one brutal motor carriage, says the young man with piss blank written on his back.
If I were a real skull right now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
His companion wears a simple yet elegant slogan, fuck the world.
Snazzy shit ripped skull mobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads, scary tribal shit.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
He agrees.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
He steps in.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now.
Yeah, no, I knew what you were saying, Nat. Thank you. Yes, I wish there was a way people could help each other when, you know, anxiety, depression rear its ugly heads. But, you know, it's a disease, you know, and that's very clear to me, because everything can be going right in my life and everything can be exactly where I want and the way things I want it, and I can still be depressed. I can be... everything could be falling to shit and I can still be happy. All right, so it's nothing to do with the outside world or other people or anything like that. It's just the way my body is. It's like having a runny nose, but we sort of treat mental illness as if it's something else, and that it's not just you know, and it works like a cold. You know, you have a couple of days where you're feeling down and you're not happy, and that's just how it is. You just have to, you know, live through it and not be too hard on yourself. You know, a few years ago I'd probably, you know, oh damn it, I didn't do my YouTube. I mean, I've been trying to do daily YouTube videos for over 6 months now, and I've only missed 3, and 2 of them was because the internet was out, and then yesterday I didn't do it just because first time, you know, the moods got in the way. But you know, I spent 10 seconds saying to myself, oh, you know, that's terrible, I fucked up, and then it's like, no, don't even, just, you're in a bad mood, you're not, you know, the depression has kicked in a bit. I was hungover as well, which, you know, that doesn't help. And so, yeah, I didn't get anything done yesterday, and that's okay. It was one day in nearly a year's worth of uploading YouTube videos that I didn't upload a video. I got my video out today, so I'm not going to complain, and, you know, getting some streaming done. So, you know, this too shall pass, as they say. Skulls. Now, there's a strong organizational title. Who are you?
I can tell you who we're not, Cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
Which is
excellent.
Not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
The part of the presentation you want to take home with you, Cop Man, is we're not part of the skulls. Yet.
But in saying that, while today was very productive, this is why I said, you know, I'm not feeling that much better. My brain's still going, but you could have done more, or you could have done this, or blah blah blah. You know, I try to get some writing done, but I didn't do any writing done. So yeah, the anxiety is a bastard. But thank you, Nat. You are way too nice for this world. Let me tell you. Oh, I know. I'm overstating it. You know, there are people out there that have, you know, real nasty problems with depression and anxiety, you know, where they can't even get out of bed. I mean, at least I actually made my bed today as well. So that, you know, if I would have, once I go through my day and my little journal at the end of the night and I tick off the things that I needed to do today, and I'll go, yeah, I got shit done, and I should be proud of that. Okay then, let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs. Who are the Skulls? You don't know? What kind of cop are you? It's not a question, don't get into it. Okay, I won't get into it then. No, I really don't. The Skulls are the most vicious gang of the Best Martinet. His voice rings with excitement. Best Martinet, or the Best Murty, the Immortals are West Revacholian crime syndicates. Hey, thanks for coming in and chatting. That actually makes me feel, you know, I'm already feeling better just because you come in and passed on your joy to the world. So thank you very much. You can, I had another viewer on my, because I stream to YouTube as well, and he was suggesting that I do different voices for the different characters. I've been practicing that, so please don't cringe, but I'm going to be trying that. The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages, and I've forgotten what his accent was. Was he the one who sounded American? The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases. Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for the non-verbal modus operandi. Non-verbal? If a skull spots you, he will pull out his dagger and stab you without saying a word. Composure. The lieutenant... I'm going to stop with the accents. It's too cringe. Thank you for the lurk, Nat. Appreciate it. Lieutenant's voice is as calm as usual. I hope you'll be streaming yourself a bit later. If you are, I'll come in and say hi, of course. Lieutenant's voice is calm as usual, a testament to the violence and death he's witnessed through the sight of his firearm. They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around their brightly painted, bottom-lighted vehicles. Oh, I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive. Okay. Do you know anything about the murder that took place here? Do you guys know Cindy the Skull? Who's that? What's with the jackets? Do you know anything about the murder that took place here? Point to the yard. Murder? A man was hanged in the backyard of the Whirling in Rags. Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything you know about it. He clears his throat. It was a man. Also, he was hanged. Anything else? He was hanged from a tree. Yeah, I mean, duh. These punks don't know anything. Let's just move along. Hey, stop right there. How does one know anything? Encyclopedia. Ah, this sounds like epistemology. A field so occupied by thought that it begins to question thought itself. However, there is no way these young men could possibly be aware of her work. I know that you don't know shit. Exactly. How can one know shit? For example, how can one be sure that there's truly a body hanging behind the hostel? What if it's art or just a mere spectre? Maybe it's true. The hangman is merely a prop in a performance. We are the audience and the artist is hiding somewhere in the dark. I need water. Urgently need water bottle. Thank you, water bottle. Appreciate you. And everything you do. That could be the case, yes. A brilliant work of art. The lieutenant raises an eyebrow, but does not comment. You guys know Cindy the Skull? The young man's eyes glaze over as he remarks in a voice filled with longing. Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull. Yeah, the other guy lights up too. A true artist of the future, like Arno van Eyck. Oh, not him again. By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards, he adds, returning from whatever void he was just visiting. For all their nihilistic posturing, these young men are not lacking in youthful idealism. Esprit de corps. The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient towards them. I see you kids are into anodic dance music. Why aren't there more skulls in Martinez? Your rhetoric is confusioning. Your rhetoric is confusioning. I see you kids are into anodic dance music? Oh man, yeah, he exclaims, then stops himself, processing the rest of your question. We're not fucking kids, man. Be wary of the abyss, his blonde friend adds ominously and points to his temple. Why? Probably because of how non-verbal their mode of operation is going to be. The lieutenant answers for the two rebels. It's a threat. A threat? Good, I like those. Don't fuck with me, boys. I'm one of the bad cops. I just wanted to talk about music, and now there's a conflict all of a sudden. It's too much. Nervously shake your head. I'll go with that one. That's right, the young man says, looking unsure of himself. You should back off and let silence rule supreme. Authority. What is wrong with you? Now you're just empowering these punks. God damn it. This is ridiculous. The lieutenant gives you an irritated glance. Boys, do you know why the gang is called skulls? Yeah, the skull symbolizes the embrace of death and nothingness that is present in all of us. The vehicle of our future operations. Death and nothingness. They're called skulls because when you're shot dead in the middle of the street, the skull is the only part the stray dogs won't eat. Esprit de corps. Just trust me and follow my lead. So boys, want to feed the dogs? No reply. The blonde rebel scratches his chin, deliberately not focusing his gaze on anything. He looks very uncomfortable. The other one shuffles uncomfortably, nevertheless continuing to steal glances at the lieutenant's motor carriage. Why aren't there more skulls in Martinez? The Union does not share of their policing in Martinez, and at least where gangs are concerned, the lieutenant replies instead. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here. I cannot... He has a French accent. And I cannot do a French accent, for God's sakes. I live in France. What's wrong with me? Don't you worry about that. We're going to make up for the deficit. Yeah, we are, the young men exchanged approving nods. Your rhetoric is confusing. Are you part of the Skulls or not? We're not franchise Skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them. And what makes you think that the organization would accept you? Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see. But in a non-threatening and definitely legal way, the other one quickly adds and whispers something to his friend. Hearing. We'll fuck the system from the inside later. Just be cool now. The damage will be tenfold. Right on, fuck, the blonde agrees and provocatively spits on the pavement. So what's happening now? Enough about this scullery then. He throws a longing glance at the kinema. What's with the jackets? What about them? Turn to the blonde youth. Why does your jacket have a piss blank written on it? Now here's the thing. If the game has decided that using that word is so bad, which I agree, that why not just change the word in all the text to something else? I mean, it doesn't even look like that's what it said on his jacket anyway. That's not an F. Thank you for the follow, Azray. I enjoyed your time with Nat and smoked him the other day. You have a very infectious attitude, Azray. I appreciate you. And you thanked me for a sub that was gifted to me. So, you know, no need to thank me. You need to thank Jake Mate. I think it was Jake Mate who gifted me the sub. So thank you for the thank you, but it was unnecessary. Turn to the dark-haired youth. Why do you have fuck the world written on your jacket? Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, so the so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it. Drama. I'm wondering if the poetics come with the jacket, or are they derived from something else entirely? Alright, I'll try not to, Azray. To catch a fish, you need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though, that is a terrible metaphor. You get more fish in a shorter time, and for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world, and not just get caught up in fucking someone. Yes, everyone thank Natalie and Jake. Jake gave me a sub to Nat's thing and to your one, and you personally gave me a sub to Smoke Them. So such a beautiful love fest. I appreciate you all. If I wasn't a penniless carer for a 97-year-old, I would be throwing subs around myself. It was the one thing I'm a bit sad about not still working a corporate job is that having a bit of cash to throw around to Twitch streamers is a thing of the past for the time being for me. But one day I will be a bazillionaire and everyone will get a sub. Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that to me feels glorious. Sticking your dick into the void. Hate to admit it, but in a weird way, he's got a point. Why does your jacket have blank on it? Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character, and I do like piss. The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things are being defined as they seem, not as they are, and I guess it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences. Also, you got to admit it catches the eye, and since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey them. What fucking accent am I falling into? God damn it. Anyway. What? What I mean by this, we are all piss beeps, and that the world is inherently meaningless. It seems that the young man has a certain expertise in at least one field, even if it's rather narrow. Composure. It's coincident that here we have two badass jackets and two badass cops. You know, I don't want their jackets. Keep that fucking derogatory shit away from me. Definitely a coincidence. Your lack of imagination is baffling, but you do make up for it with yes, questions. Ask the jack, so what? I don't want it anyway? Fucking, I don't want your damn jackets. It's a red check as well. And it's Half-Life 2. I've only got 2 of anyway. Well, talking to you has definitely been something. Yeah, well, I apologize for not... I say to the other guy, I can do accents, kinda. I used to be really good at accents when I was a kid, but like a teenager, but I just haven't kept it up. Part of wanting to do streaming like this and reading things out is I do like reading. I do like, you know, entertainingly, you know, using my voice to make it interesting. I used to be part of a writing group, and they would get me to read out all their writing because everyone else would just be like, your lack of imagination is baffling, but you do make up for it with yes questions. And I would at least, I was taught in school, like reading at school, back in primary school, to put some, you know, emotion into it. And so I enjoy doing that, but I'm so bad at keeping an accent or remembering what accent I was using. I mean, I was literally, for whichever one that guy was, this one, thinking, I'm going to try and sound like McCree. And then this guy, I was like, I'm trying to sound like a hick from the South in America, but I kept getting it wrong. And then I think I've broke into Irish there for a bit, but so long as you're finding it funny, I'm fine with it. Even if you're laughing at me. Is this something I can pick up? It isn't. What are we up to here? Let's do a quick save. Because why not? What have I done there? Alright, so these two are just useless. What have they given me? They've given me nothing, except maybe I could get their jackets if I wanted to. But I sincerely do not. Although, fuck, the world's fine, but the other one can just die in a fire as far as I'm concerned. Alright, Titus is back. Okay, we can talk to him.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Titus does not look particularly happy to see you. Okay, this is up to 83%. Okay, alright. There's an old catatonic lady in the old fish market on the other side of the bay. She needs help. The big man laughs, nearly spitting out his beer. What's that, copper? You want us to help little old ladies now? You're the local law enforcement, aren't you? I can't do the French accent. Lieutenant looks Titus in the eyes. Helping troubled civilians should fall under your jurisdiction. Yeah, we'll send someone out. Who is it? Wait, is it the pigs, isn't it? Yup, her. He pushes up his cap. God, poor lady. Don't worry, we'll handle this. I think she's got some family in Kuran or something. Bastards left her alone when she got sick. We've been getting complaints. Hey, Eugene interjects. I have no idea what accent he would have. Whatever Everard's B-team looking for the other day? Wasn't Everard's B-team looking for her the other day? They said something about her, I don't know, finding something? Yeah, I think you're right, Gene. Titus gives him a beer salute and turns to you. She have something of yours, pig? Whatever you do, do not admit to these punks you lost your gun. You will suffer if you do. Nope, she didn't have anything of mine. No, well, whatever then, copper. Whatever then, copper. Titus chugs his beer down and wipes his mouth. No, they totally said what it was. What was it? He's still thinking it over in the corner. Anyone remember? The tattooed man scratches his head with his knuckles. I don't remember. It was fucking drunk. That's the post-processing on my mic, Azray. The sexiness comes from turning the bass up. That's the trick, my friend. Smoked him. Wow, the whole crew's in here now. How are you, mate? Appreciate you dropping by. Let me know if you figure it out back there, the big man says, turning to you. Now, anything else we can help you with? What's her name? Her real name? He takes off his cap and scratches his head. Auntie LaPlante. We always called her something LaPlante. Marianne, amigo, he says, pouring himself another drink. Marianne, amigo, LaPlante? Fuck you, pig, he stands. What the fuck are you playing at, huh? Why can I do a French accent for him, but not for the other guy? I am not creator. No. No. Not even close to being creator. Easy, Al, the man says soothingly. Don't let him get to you. Have one for Auntie LaPlante, huh? Don't disrespect Miss LaPlante, Copper, he said without any accent. The big man finishes off a can. She's good people. We all get a little crazy sometimes. Who was she? Was, like before, just an old lady. Her kids moved away years ago. Never come to visit, never took her calls. She gets out every now and then. He swallows his beer. She did right by lots of us when we were kids. Always was a little off, but still. Rhetoric. Us kids? That must have been ages ago. She was better then. Oh no, it timed you out for doing your things. Alright, my bad. I thought I'd turned that off. Let me see if I can... There's something about Stream Elements. No, Stream Labs I'm using. I don't care how long something is, really. Here we go. Preferences. Max late 280. You didn't do 280 anywhere near it. Let's just turn it off. You can always ban people if they do stupidly long things. There we go. That should be fixed. Is there any way of getting that back? No, it's just, we're all good. Oh wow. See, I look at the chat through a different program, and it on Twitch it's just gone completely, but I can actually see your message on the other program. So there you go. Thank you. Thank you for the twerk. The thick twerk. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I feel honored. I don't think I've ever been thick twerked before. How did she get like this? Yeah, wanting to be a cop, you mean? Well, he furrows his brow in thought. Shit, I don't actually know. Anyone know who she started acting like a pig? No fucking clue, the tattooed man shouts. It's got to be the crazy. Who'd want to be a pig? Someone who wanted to set the world right before it ends? Ever think of that? More like, who wouldn't? Cool uniforms, fast machines, packing heat, sign me up. Law enforcement is a respectable occupation, sir. I can't but feel partially responsible for the unhealthy culture that poor woman latched onto. I'm sorry. I'm going with that one. The tattooed mesk sinks into his seat, unsure how to respond. Yeah, you should be. What time is it where you are, Smoked? I assume you're in America, given your accent, but I could be wrong. Perhaps you're in Europe as well. You seem to just stream all day, so 1 p.m. and you're supposed to be asleep? Thank you for the follow, Jake, and everything else you've done for me. I think you've given me 2 subs, one to Natalie and one to Azray. So, Jake, you the man. Sorry, I'm just doing all this reading is really hard on the throat, so I'm just having some water. All good, mate. All good. Let's keep going. I need more water. I've got a tickle in my throat now. There we go. That'll get it. All right. Where did she get all her cop gear? Dunno, Titus says, shrugging. She lives by the water. Shit washes up all the time on the beach. Police paraphernalia doesn't just wash up on the coast, people. It's not like we dump it at night. She bought it, collected it. Thanks for helping out with this one, Titus. No problemo, cop man. We take care of our mentally ill here in the Martinez. Ain't that right, boys? Sure enough, Eugene raises his glass in toast. We're the real heroes on these streets. Okay. Has this gone up at all? No. Still hasn't gone up. It is important to keep hydrated. I drink a lot of water. A shit ton, let me tell you. But I'm also an alcoholic, so when I'm not drinking, today's not a drinking day, and I'm going to try and stop. I'm going to stop. Every day I say I'm stopping drinking, but yeah, otherwise I drink water instead. You can make all the naughty comments you want, mate. Well, unless it's, you know, nasty to someone, but I'm sure it won't be, so I found someone who saw the hanging, a witness. A witness? A tall man crosses his arms on his chest. You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this. That's just cop tactics, Titus. Next he's going to tell you one of us already rolled on the others, and he's in witness protection. My witness isn't a local. Titus scratches the back of his head and asks, well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella? Composure. He's not alarmed by the sudden appearance of a witness, but he is surprised. This goes without saying, but nonetheless, don't give out his name. Charles Vildrin, a high-ranking government official from Rue de Saint-Ghislain. Let's just say he's a high-ranking government official and leave it at that. Who he is irrelevant. It's like you said, Al. He turns to the man on his left. Copper's coming up with this thing on the spot. There is no witness. I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing, they're desperate. He turns to you. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make? The witness said the end is here, the great undoing, we will all be vapor. The witness said the hanging went down very quietly, no shouting, no commotion. The witness said he saw 2 people of Areopagite descent and 1 Mesk. Witness said it all looked like a surreal play. The witness said the hanging went down very quietly, no shouting, no commotion. It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys are dead silent. Yeah, it is like they put cowboys on you before they send you to the streets, he says provokingly. What's with the cowboys, policeman? Cowbells, policeman. They're avoiding having to answer this question. I'd imagine you guys drinking and singing lynching songs. What's with the funeral silence? We were drinking, he looks around. Weren't we, guys? I hit the bottle hard. I was drunk as fuck. Thank you, Azrae. Have some soup. Oh, soup sounds good, mate. I don't eat in the evenings, so... Talking of food right now. I'm hungry. But I'll drink water instead. Kim, right, I'm convinced, Glenn. He nods sarcastically. Nothing off here, just a regular hanging. The witness said he saw 2 people with Arab... Did he say that? I don't remember if he said that. Witness said it all looked like a surreal play. That means absolutely nothing to me, he says, taking a sip from his can. Sounds like some made-up horse shit. It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film. What's this fella's problem? The little guy addresses everyone and no one. Sorry, we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing in our minds, you see. Shanky? Shanky, it's Shanky, right? He doesn't wait for an answer. I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was. You don't know shit. I know you're lying, Shanky, he writes in his notebook. I'm going to go with the witness said the end is here, the great undoing will all be vapor. Vapor, huh? He glances at Elaine. Well, that checks out at least. For the record, which I have to type up later tonight, no apocalypse-related testimony was provided to us by the witness. Check out the stand-up comedians the RCM has. When are we going to get funny men like that? A witness said he saw 2 people of Areopagite descent and 1 Mesk. Areopagite? He starts laughing. Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo. Well, yeah, Titus nods. What is confusing to you, Eugene? Theo and Alain were there too. I already told you. We were all there. Actually, nothing. Great witness. He must be really parched because he takes a giant gulp of beer. That's right. He did end up being useless, we decided. Rhetoric. So much bluster to hide the fact that they're uncomfortable with you having this information. I talked to Joyce, the merc you hanged, his friends are coming for you. Yeah, he doesn't seem worried. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Crenel? Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma. They're snickering in the room. Some of the men put their beers down. Yes, they're forming some kind of tribunal and they're coming for you. This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too. Let them come, Blondie yells across the cafeteria. The Hardy Boys are right fucking here. You heard the man right here, he points to the ground. We're armed, we got the whole district behind us, and Glenn is fucking crazy. Yeah, a well-oiled murder machine, he punches Blondie on the shoulder. Do you know that a single Ceres giant hornet can kill 40 bees a minute? I might do that one. The Crenel is bad news, you do know that, right? The mercenaries are armed with automatic weapons. Joyce said they've gone rogue, nobody's controlling them. Do you know that a single Ceres giant hornet can kill 40 bees a minute? The fuck's that supposed to mean? You're the bees, they're the hornet. We're not bees, we're men. We're socialists. Easy E, he's trying to phase you. He turns to you. What are you trying to do? Scare my men? This colonel was bad news. You know that, right? A spray of beer. So were the local gangs. The fucking Barmy Army and the Madri scum. You've been out there. Seen any around? Yeah, where are they now, huh? E points south. Sent back to Madri in an airtight cargo crate. These people are trained military professionals. Special forces, as you said. They are not a gang or a Barmy Army. No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. We know more about them than you think. The mercenaries are armed with automatic weapons. We got weapons of our own. He cracks open his vest to give you a glimpse of his holster. We got ISTA-50s, Zeiglers, Glenn's got a knock cannon at home. Will they pierce ceramic armor? Oh, if Glenn has a knock cannon at home, I guess you'll be alright. That thing has 7 barrels, 1 trigger. You do the maths. So that's 1 dead and 1 long reload, but whatever. Joyce says they've gone rogue, nobody is controlling them. Big fucking surprise, he mutters. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. What do you think's gonna happen? Okay, conclude with a shrug. What do you mean okay? He jerks forward a bit. I mean, okay, they're gonna wipe you to the fuck out, Titus. I mean, okay, you got this. You got the numbers. I mean, okay, I'll be on your side when they come. I mean, okay, I guess they'll be gunning you down right alongside them. I mean, okay, they're going to wipe you the fuck out, Titus. No, they won't, he shakes his beer at you. Get out of here with your negative energy. He really doesn't like you ruffling their feathers like that on what might have been the eve of battle. Might be the eve of battle. All he means is the situation is serious. No wonder you cops get shot to shit every day. Can't go to war with an attitude like that. So have I fucked this up? No, it went even higher. Well, 97% establish authority. Come on. Finally. Jesus Christ. That's the 3rd time I've tried to do that. As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar? Need more water. Enough water in the world for this. Does this look familiar? Where have I seen this before? I get it, Titus. You guys really are the authority around here. Where have I seen this before? You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with almost exclusively men sitting on desks talking shit and wasting time. I get it, Titus. You really are the authority around here. Huh? You must be. You're just like real cops, drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hand. He leans in. You got a problem with beer now? Not quite there yet. Push on. No, I got drunk so drunk I drove my car to the sea. I don't give a shit either, just like you guys. No, I'm also a big fan of beer and jerking off instead of helping people. I have a beer problem, but not a problem with beer. I also have no idea how to do my job, like you. No, I'm also a big fan of beer and jerking off instead of helping people. You saying we don't help people? He puts the beer down. I've been doing this job for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together. They don't know, man. They weren't here. He turns to you. We had 3 shootings a week. Kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s. Congratulations on the graffito removal. He turns to Titus. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim. So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck. He picks up the beer back up. Don't let him drink that. One more push, quick. It's not about who did it, it's about the victim. She needs help. Someone's been raped. She needs counseling. We need to talk to her. It's not about who did it, it's about the victim. She needs help. Titus, he looks at her. She stops mid-sentence. That's it, you've got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms. You want to help her, cop? Fine. I'm going to let you help her, but you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her, Titus taps his chin with his fist, a freight train of pain, buddy. You're entering a world of pain. Lieutenant takes out his note. What is her name? Pelagia Amondu. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags, a real pretty one, silvery jumpsuit, blonde. Titus adjusts his cap. That's Amondu with an O-U. Ah, I've met her. She's upstairs on the roof, and I don't know how to get there. Shit, the girl? The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop. Said you don't remember being a cop, said you don't remember reality, talked about your room and crying. Oh, well, fuck. Miss Orange disco dancer? Sure, why not? You've probably seen her around. He nods upstairs. Okay, so I've got no choice. I actually have to do this. And because I told her I wasn't a cop way back in the first 5 minutes of the game, it's going to be a failure. Unless, survey says, no streamer loot. Composure, you inexplicably add cool after the victim's name with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly. Damaged morale. Why is that? It used to just go down and now we've got 3 bits. Okay. I don't understand what's so cool here. Nothing. He gives you a sideways glance. We just have a few more questions, then we'll be on our way. Calm, normal, try to forget this little hiccup. Bear with me, chat. Need to take a quick intermission to see what my grandmother is whinging about. Be right back. Alright, it's all good. All good, we're back. Grandmother hasn't done herself an injury or anything. She's just upset at what's going on the television, as always. But I have to go check. You know, 97 years old. She sneezes funny and she might hurt herself. So, Carmen will try to get this little hiccup. So what was her relationship with the mercenary? So, the rape, when was that? So, scratch your head. What was your relationship with her? I think I laughed nervy. I think I know her. Let's go with that one. You don't know her. You're right. Well, say nothing. Good boy. So what's your relationship with her? I know her. He looks around and an uncommon silence fills the room. How well do you know her? Sight. A small twitch on the corner of Kim's mouth. He has a hunch about what knowing means. Well enough, Copper. We partied. She's been here a few months. He crosses his arms. Composure. He tries to make it sound real casual, but the muscles on his neck tighten. So she's not from around here? I see. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Another question. So she's not from around here? You mean Revachol? Nah. Our Miss Orange disco dancer is an immigrant or drifter of some sort. Been staying here over the winter. Fat Angus. Don't you give her any more trouble, the fat guy bursts out. She just had some bad luck, that's all. Shut up, Angie. He slaps his forehead. She doesn't need your help. Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent. So what was her relationship with the mercenary? Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship. That's their relationship. It was like that karaoke incident all over again, or like some of the other girls he was harassing. Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation. So the rape, when was that? He did it before we killed him. He's not going to do it again. He crushes his half-empty beer can. So what does it matter? It would help if we establish a timeline. Alright, 2 weeks maybe? I don't know. I need another beer. He turns to Glenn. Here you go, boss. The tall blonde throws him a can. Titus cracks it open. You said you partied. Cool, that's cool. But what did you mean? What do you think I meant? Did you do a karaoke? Yeah, tons of it. All the songs. So you're saying the two of you were close? No, we just fucked, that's all, he states matter-of-factly. I'm not going to give you any details if that's what you're after, so put your dick away. Drama. He's doing a good job here. Commendable performance of I don't give a shit. Thank you, we'll talk to her. He points his beer can at you. Remember what I said, freight train of pain. My body is a roadmap of pain. Okay. Alright. Go upstairs and knock on the door. 3, to talk to the supposed victim of the hanged man. See what she has to say to you. I have a level up. Hang on. No. Is that one still going? That one's still going. No. Alright. What do we need to upgrade here? Hand-eye coordination still needs to go up. I think I want to just do drama again. I think I'll just do drama again because I'm trying to do the karaoke. Karaoke. Okay, well, seeing as we're here, let's see what that's done to the karaoke. Oh, I've got to talk to these nerds. $72. It's still only 72? It was 72 before. That mean I need to smoke a cigarette or something right now. Fuck it. Fuck it. Let's talk to this nerd.
Hello, officer. I think I almost have it. A new trap design, that is. I know you're skeptical, but I have a good feeling about this.
I had a chat with this kid Kuno. He promised to stop stealing the locusts. The cryptozoologist pursed his lip. So it was just a child. He looks crestfallen. Thank you for telling us, sweetie. She turns to smile gently up at her husband. This is good news, right? It means we can try again. Drama. She acts chipper, but something's changed in her tone. A hidden worry. Yes, you're right. We just need to restock the empty trap. Then we'll need to inspect the traps one more time, and then maybe we can... The aging cryptozoologist breaks into a hideous coughing fit. Composure. He has a 38-degree fever. His resilience has given way. She looks at him with tender concern. Darling, I told you to take it easy. You're getting sick. Maybe it's time to go home. Don't know why she sounds like a Australian school teacher, but anyway. You're right. He breathes carefully not to start coughing again. We can come back next season when it's warmer. That's just something people tell themselves when they fail. Man, I'm really feeling this is costing me time on my main investigation. It's not worth risking your health. You should call it a day and go home. I'd offer to help, but I have my own things to do. Damn it, maybe I can still restock the trap for you. We've come to this far. I'm going to restock the trap. Let's do this. Accept enthusiastically. We're getting really carried away with this, aren't we? He makes a show of suppressing a sigh. Fine. It's better than having these people get pneumonia on the coast. But after this... Drama. He wants to see this tale through as much as you. Otherwise, he'd have stopped this already, but he cannot let it drag out after this. Okay. All right. Find the insulin phasmid. Really, it's too much, officer. He starts coughing again. What Merrill means is we're grateful for your help. She nods to her husband. I now have a box of locusts. Here's a fresh batch of locusts. They should glide right down the funnel. And thank you again. We will definitely mention you should this lead to a discovery. I'm not talking co-discovery, of course, but... Electrochemistry. Wow, co-discovery? You'd be famous. You'd show them all. This does tingle the pleasure center. Authority. This would show them all. We need to get you on that list of discoverers. No questions about that. Did you know that Gary was hiding the armor? Hell no, I had no idea. And I'm still cross with him, to be honest. It's not like him. He's got his quirks, but dishonesty or disloyalty are not one of them. I don't know what got into him, officer. Thank you for letting him off easy. He won't forget it. We'll make sure he won't. I'll get going. Okay, so I now have a box of locusts prepared with great care. Okay, fair enough. We need to restock the trap. First, restock the trap you left empty before. The trick is to remember which one it was. That was the one in the camp, so I can remember that. Okay, but I've done two hours and a bit. My voice is now going, so I'm going to leave it there. Doing all this reading is not easy. Hopefully, I don't know if you're still there, Nat. If you're going to be streaming at your usual time, that should be soon. So have a great stream if you are. If you're not, I hope you feel better. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Nat. See you soon, maybe. Yeah, thank you for watching. Au revoir, goodbye. Yeah, it does take a lot. It's weird. It's weird, you know. Normally when I stream, I'm talking the whole time and it doesn't really affect my voice, but reading for some reason does, so... yeah. Alright, thanks for watching. Au revoir, goodbye.